YouTube. Today we are checking out the Posthumous Investigation. A dead man hired you to solve his own murder. You have 1 day, 14 suspects, and as many attempts as it takes. A hand-drawn noir mystery set in 1937 Rio de Janeiro, where every suspect has a life, a schedule, and something to hide. I do love hand-drawn games. I feel like it gives the art so much charm. And with this being, you know, a noir murder mystery, like, I feel like this is very, very up my alley. Very excited to check this out. Thank you so much, Mother Gaia Studio, for providing us with the keys so we can take a look at this. But yes, let's get this launched and check it out. To the worm that first gnawed at the cold flesh of my cadaver, I dedicate as a fond remembrance these posthumous memoirs. Bras Cubas. I'm very bad with accents, so. Rio de Janeiro, 1937.
I'm still wondering whether I should start this investigation from the beginning or the end. That is, with your case or with my death. I believe there is an intersection between these two moments, just as there's a thin line between life and death, and that's precisely where we now stand. I won't reveal all the facts, as that would make you nothing more than a simple spectator. And we don't want that, do we? The paths that led me to my untimely downfall wind through crowded and rich streets, but also through filthy and shady places that drive visitors away. Just like this alley, this is where I took my last breath and where the last traces of my passage through the world of the living lay. It is of utmost importance that you explore the crime scene thoroughly and gather all evidence.
Not going to be a problem.
But first, we must awaken the detective. I mean, you.
What? What was that? I thought I heard something. This lack of work is making me crazy. I can't remember the last time I had a client. I don't think this involuntary free time is good for my head. Oh well, standing here won't change anything. I should check my mail. Maybe today's the day. No need to rush though. My head's still a little foggy, and in my line of work, optimism doesn't get you very far. Let's proceed without it, one step at a time. Okay, scrolling dialogues, moving. Oh, thank you for the D-pad. Highly appreciated. Interact and cancel. Okay. Streets are busier than usual. Lots of hustle and bustle down there. What the hell's going on? You think you do? This isn't right. This is better. Water your plants, dude. Or did you overwater them? That's the I overwatered my plant recently. I hope it makes it. Anything else other than the scattered mail? Doesn't seem like it. These poor plants, right? Let's see. Bills, taxes, fees. And this is definitely another... Oh my. A letter. A real letter. Who's it from? Dear Mr. Detective, if you received this letter, it's because I'm dead. Your participation in the story is essential to solve this mystery. Go to the place where my body was found and determine who is the author of this assault on my life. P.S. Don't worry. We both know that there won't be any other jobs coming in for you today. Therefore, consider yourself hired. Yours sincerely, Bras Cubas. Bras Cubas. I know that name. So this is my new client. Is it really true that one of the most powerful tycoons in the city is in need of my services? It's nice to wallow in the nasty disputes with the upper class, but... Wait a minute. It says here he's dead. I'm intrigued. Does this mean that this is a posthumous letter? Great. If my employer is dead, at least I won't have to give him explanations. Dude, how are you going to get paid? That is the most important thing. Don't work for ghosts if they're not going to cough up the dough, okay? I'll investigate this my way. Excellent. No more wasting time. I must find out where he died and begin this investigation. Okay, so apparently we press the Y button to activate the journal. The suspect in the story will be shown here. Their silhouettes will be unveiled when their faces are known. This is a bullet point. Really? New information on characters, items, or clues will be marked with an exclamation mark. All discovered clues will be recorded here. Only certain suspects will have something relevant to say about each clue. Find out who they are. It is nice when it records like who you've already talked to about something. You know, and especially if they reacted in a specific or strong way. It's one thing to interview everybody about something. It's another thing to remember who actually had pertinent responses to it. I'm sure he knows more about ghosts than we do. There must be some kind of an understanding. Yeah, I mean, he definitely knows more about ghosts than me, right? Does the ghost have a stipulation in his will that if he got murdered, whoever sells it gets his fortune? That would be nice. This is a bullet point, dear God. Yeah. I'm like, okay. I mean, you're covering all your bases. Okay. Let's start with the suspects. So, Bras Kubas is the victim. Aside from being the freshest victim in town, he's the author of a strange letter sent to my office. I remember vaguely seeing his name in the headlines of different newspapers. Did he really die, or is this just a mean joke? I love, by the way, the Art Deco kind of background behind, like behind the portrait and behind the text there. I actually have a nail stamping plate to make that pattern on my nails. Yeah, it's lovely. Okay. Clues. Letter from Bras to the detective. An enigmatic letter that was delivered to my door, putting me under a contract in which I had no participation, much less in writing the details. Worst of all, it had no money attached to it. Exactly. Find out about the money. Does anyone who's near the scene of the crime have any info? We will investigate. You can do this, detective. Fresh air will do you good. Nah, that's a lie. It's full of pollen right now. Extra, extra! Tycoon is found dead in the alley. Buy it here. Today's edition. Move away. No crowding up the place. This area is now limited. There's nothing to see here, you vultures. We already took the body away. Oh God, why? The sorrow. How will I ever get over this pain? Yeah, I feel like she's taking it. Craig, hello. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Also, don't accept a job from a ghost unless they've already learned how to manipulate physical matter. Got it. Yep. Well, well. So the letter was telling the truth. We'll see. I need to get to that alley to find some clues. Oh, we can run. Okay, with left trigger or like with the triggers or the bumpers. Okay. You have to press in the direction and then also. Hello, sir. Would you like to talk to me? Maybe? No? I'm more interested in the trash can. This can is overflowing with trash. Nothing of the matter. One man's trash is another man's treasure, my ass. Okay, this cafe. Political poster. An ad against the strike. I wonder, who put this here? Lobo is against the workers' strike. Vote Lobo Neves. I know who's not voting for you. Okay, this goes a lot further in this direction than I expected. Probably because time is passing, we probably shouldn't fuck around too much. I know that that's completely against everything I stand for. Hey boss, how are we? Same old, one day at a time, I guess. That's the confidence I expect from a detective. Do I know you? How do you know I'm a detective? Well, if the kid stands out there all day, he might observe things. That bench to your left is looking mighty shifty, right? Well, well. Well, well, indeed. Where was the cafe at the time of the murder? Not the staff, the cafe itself. It would be interesting if it was anywhere other than the place where it was. How are you going to properly investigate if they're going to tie, right? You're wearing a coat in this heat. I mean, that's also a pretty good observation. Anybody wearing a trench coat in the middle of the summer is suspicious. Which means you either ran away from Casa Verde. I don't speak Portuguese, but that is definitely, very obviously, a greenhouse. There's the link in chat again for anybody who wants to wishlist this game or check it out for themselves. Or you need people to believe you're an actual detective. But honestly, I'm in a bit of doubt now. I don't have time for this. I must take a look at what's happening in the alley. I don't have time for children. No, I don't want to call a taxi. God damn it, I pressed the button before I read what it was. I cannot call a taxi before I have a lead on another area. Okay. Another political poster. Okay. A widow? Calvin, welcome in. Here lies Calvin, killed by a snowman. May their legacy live on. Yet again, that is one of the monsters from Cabin in the Woods. Oh God, why? Oh. Hey, who are you? Are you from the newspaper? Hello, I'm sorry to disturb you, but are you all right, miss? Dear God, what a sorrowful day. Can you see my tears? Tears? Where? You do seem extremely performative, ma'am, although can I have that dress? It looks quite pretty. I died of my favorite thing once again. Are you a big fan of snowmen? Would you like to build a snowman? Anyway, I hope you get well soon. Thank you for the miss, but I am Mrs. You from the media should inform yourselves better. Lady, I'm not from the media, okay? But I'm no. Thank the good God you've arrived. It was about time. You'll write a note about the deceased, right? Yes, the deceased Bras Cubas, but I'm a Oh, the famous Bras Cubas. It's a pity fame doesn't guarantee longevity to the good men. I wonder if this lady did it or hired who did it. She's super suspicious. I'm a big fan of snowmans. I made many during Christmas during the 2010. Oh, nice. Gotta drive, gotta have a good stream. Might check back in later. Have a good trip home and have a good dinner. Bras should have listened to my advice. Advice? But enough talk about Bras. How about Sabina Cubas, sister of the deceased? Write my name down correctly, please. What kind of reporter doesn't know the high society of Rio de Janeiro? So this is the victim's sister. Quite a bit obsessed with fame. No, you. I did have a good dinner. We had pizza. I cannot remember the last time I made a snowman, honestly. It has been such a long time. Yeah. Maybe when I was in elementary school. It's been a long time. I expect a cover story in the next issue, or I'll report you to your editor. Whatever. So let's move on to a few questions. What can I do if society is begging for my pronouncement? Ask whatever you want. Okay. We don't have anything to show her, so I guess we'll just interrogate. Lenia, welcome in. How are you doing? Is Bras Cubas like a historical figure or something? I know nothing about this name, even how to pronounce it, but he has just been murdered and we are solving his murder. You probably have great stories to tell. Me? I'm just another daughter of God Almighty. What do you want to know? A main character from a novel by one of Brazil's greatest authors. Okay. By any chance, mystery author sort of thing? Is this the equivalent of like the character being the most murdered is like, was it Miss Marple, like with Agatha Christie, or something like that maybe? What do you want to know? Could you give me more info about yourself for the note? Very well. Ready your pen, young man. Sabina Kubas, an elegant woman with refined taste, family-oriented and God-fearing. A Kubas of noble birth. Don't forget to write down the part about elegance. Actually, take off that part. I want to give a humble image. Nobody was fond of exploring the human psyche and behavior. Interesting. Still lends itself very well to an investigative kind of story. Nice. How about highlighting my eyes filled with tears from the sadness of mourning? Of course, but I don't see any tears, Miss Kubas. The author is called Machado de Assis, and I know I'm mispronouncing everything. I'm so sorry. I don't know like Portuguese pronunciations. All I can do is kind of lend myself to like the bit of Spanish pronunciation that I know, which I know is different. But it's closer than Japanese or French. So you did good. Okay, glad to hear that. I wonder what other Brazilian references are in this game, right? I'm sure that there's gonna, like with it being set in Rio de Janeiro, I'm sure that there's probably going to be quite a few. But I wonder how many of them I will completely miss, not only for not being super familiar with Brazil, but also because of it being set in like the 30s and being, you know, that kind of time period as well. Oh, that's true. I live my grief internally. Okay, tell us about your brother. I'd like to ask about the victim. What do you want to know? I can point at the ones I see. I would appreciate that. What do you want to know? Were you and your brother very close? It's for the newspaper's note. We were as close as life allowed us to be. Family is a divine gift. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away at the time he pleases. And how was your relationship? Great, we shared everything. Our last name, confidences, belongings. For the Kubases, family comes first. I'd like to know about potential suspects. Do you know of anybody that is suspicious? Do you think it's plausible that this tragedy was a murder? If so, what motives and names come to your mind? Accusing without proof is a sin and can come back to me. However, my family's surname has always had value in this city, even with brass tarnishing it. And opportunistic people are always willing to do anything to get what they want. But, like I said, I don't have proof and I won't give false testimony. Now enough of this subject. Now enough talk! Oh, that's you! Oh, man. I love Castlevania. Okay, what about the clues? What about the letter? This morning I received a letter written by Brass himself, Miss Sabina. Or Mrs. Sabina. How is this possible? Does it make any sense to you? Well, it's in Brass's nature to always be one step ahead. Wait a moment. That cunning, I mean, the poor man never left any loose ends. Was Brass saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? We found a statement. These are special claims that help incriminate another suspect. The more clues and statements you collect, the more guilty the suspect will appear. And if he knew, it's very odd to me that of all places he ended up in a filthy alley. Downtown, of all places. God forbid, downtown, oh my god. She's not saying that her family is enemies, but she's also not saying that her family, yeah, exactly. Single player features a 5 to 6 hour commitment. Perfect, thank you so much for looking into that, Craig. It's very kind of you. There's the link again in chat for anybody who is enjoying this and wants to wishlist the game for themselves. Oh, the game's plot is an investigation of Brass's death? Nice. The book I mentioned is called The Posthumous Memoirs of Brass Kubas. Yes, there was a quote from it at the very beginning of the game. He narrates his life from the grave. Okay, so this is such a nice tie-in for that. Yeah, because we receive a letter from him saying that he is dead and he wants us to solve his murder. Interesting. Very clever. Very well. Now another question. Where were you at the time of the crime? And why do you want to know? It's part of my job to be curious, and I believe my readers will ask the same question. Don't you think that everyone should know what you're thinking? Very well, if it's to portray the customs of a lady of high society. I was at the midnight mass asking God that he forgive these sinners around me. Wow, she seems fun. Someone I would want to hang out with. Glory to God. Were you accompanied? It's a bit late for a lady to walk around on her own. Padre Cabral will confirm my presence there. Ask him if you want. Which way is the church? It's been a while since I visited it. It's clear you're not a churchgoer. It's located at the eastern end of downtown. Run, maybe there's still time to save your soul. Your contribution to this newspaper is very important. Of course it is. All right, that wraps up the interview. Time to get on with my socialite duties. God have mercy, I can't take this pain anymore. Gonna take a wild guess here based on nothing. Every potential suspect attempted to kill him, but he was already dead before any of them appeared. It could be. That's a pretty good guess. Just all caps. Or all caps. Cops. No, I shouldn't waste time. I should talk to the cops first. This is a crime scene, young man. Move along. There's nothing here for you. Oi, Corporal Gambe? Wait a sec. That's not how we do things. You have to figure out what he wants. Maybe help you, citizen? We got a couple choices. Is this where the homicide happened? This is a police matter, son. Why do you think we will tell you anything? Maybe I can help. Huh, as if. How did you find him? Did someone report it? It was an anonymous report. Someone called the station and claimed there was a body here in the alley. I do feel that, like, caps would be an amusing, like, vocabulary or literature-based parody of the show Cops. As far as we know, the call came in at about 5 in the morning. Sergeant, why are you telling him all this? As far as we know, he could be the culprit. Criminals always come back to the scene of the crime. I mean, if he is the culprit, what do you think's going to happen if you confirm that this is where the murder took place? If he's the culprit, he already knows that. This guy? Trust my years of experience, Gambe. He's not our man. Thank you, Sergeant. He's so worn out. I doubt he could get it done. Thanks. Thanks. Can I take a look? What do you think we are? Some sort of civil servants who attend the needs of anyone who comes asking, regardless of who they are? I mean, sort of. You should be, yes. Yeah, that sounds like a precise description of the police. You have to be in the force to cross this line. I mean, as much as the previous statement was true, I don't blame you for not allowing random people into the crime scene. Do you see this badge on my chest? That's not easy to get. It keeps falling off. Have you been here long? Since morning. Early in the morning. An officer must always keep vigilant, always ready to act. And what did you find? No way in hell I'm telling you. That's confidential information. Same thing you always find in every alley. This one has some medicine boxes, thanks to the pharmacy over there. The door leads right to the alley. Sergeant, that's confidential? That the alley's full of trash and the buildings have doors that take you there? That's as confidential as the stories people tell the Padre Cabral at the church nearby. Oh, that's interesting. That's the priest that the victim's sister mentioned to us. Very funny, Sergeant. Have you considered becoming a comedian? The Midnight Club keeps declining my performances, unfortunately. Now, young man, come here. My friend Gambe can't know I'm telling you this. But you're clearly interested in this alley. We've been here a long time, and my stomach is rumbling. How about we help each other out? Go to Helena's cafe. I don't know if it's Helena or Helena. I'm gonna go with Helena. And bring me a cheese bread. Oh god, I know the name for that. Something de pau or something like that. I've seen recipes. I want to try it. The best they have, and I'll consider helping you out. I could try. That's the spirit. Posthumous investigation. I love investigating after funny things happen. Not post-humorous investigation. But it would be fun to play a game full of puns like that. I'm not carrying items at this moment. I'm not. Okay. I'm leaving. So get out. Okay, so where did he say? Helena's cafe was back this way, right? I think I remember seeing it. But yes. It's bread time, guys. A ghost wrote us a letter asking us to solve his murder. No. It, oh, she's pretty. I like that outfit, and the hair and everything looks so nice. I'll talk to you first. Hello, ma'am. Hello, I'm having a rough day, so excuse me, please. Oh, valid. Welcome to Helena's Cafe, sir. What would you like? Cheese bread, which I can't remember the full name, but it's very different than cheesy bread that I'm used to. It seems like the cheese is kind of like mixed completely through the bread, so it doesn't have like pockets of cheese or anything. Yes, give me cheese bread. How would you like to pay, sir? I'm investigating Posthumous' death. Just put it on his tab and I'll settle it up soon. All right. Here it is, on Mr. Kubas's tab. Looks good. It does look good. Yes, thank you. That's the word. That's the name. I said I've seen recipes for it online, but I've never made it. I think it might use like cassava or like yucca flour as well, so that's a little more difficult to find here. I don't need anything else for my investigation at the moment. Later. Have a good day. Yes, okay. All discovered items will be recorded here. Unlike the clues, you'll lose items. Oh, okay, you'll lose them at the end of the day. A check on the bullet point means it has already been resolved. Okay. So the sister of the deceased, Sabina Kubas, was near the crime scene. She seems suspicious. Can the priest confirm that Sabina was attending mass at the time of the crime? Can you put things on a dead person's tab? Apparently. Makes sense that bread's gonna go stale if you keep it too long. Very true. Look who's back. What's the word, young man? I brought you a gift of bread. Look what I got, officers. Would anyone care for a cheese bread? Oh, don't mind if I do. That's exactly what I needed. Nom, nom, chomp, chomp. Ah, so good. Where's mine? You weren't nice to me. You're quiet, Corporal. Young man, look. You seem to be interested in the scene of the crime. Very suspicious. But let's pretend this behavior is not suspicious. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You have 1 hour to look around. Capiche? We'll look the other way. But after that, you better move along. Are you sure, Sergeant? Stay out of this, Corporal. I know what I'm doing. And this cheese bread is so good it saved the day. I mean, it was. How do you think Monkey can pay for things? Yeah. Scene of the crime. Not exactly a dignified place to meet your end. Okay, scribbled posters. There's some posters. A former singer's past concert, the workers' strike. I wish private investigators were this organized. We're good at finding clues, but tracking each other down? not so much. Maybe I'll join the workers' movement. Why not? Oh shit, we have very limited time. So this is how the victim died, in this position. I can't even tell if they fell on their back or face. If they'd drawn in the eyes, it would make things a whole lot clearer. It's a matchbox with a moon pictogram printed on it. Something written on the inside. 157. Seems important. Might be a code or something. Where is it from? Was it the victims? I'll overturn trash. Shit. I'm probably at a family reunion. Just look at them scrapping. Other than that, just boxes and boxes of cheap, low-quality medicine. Nothing worth much. Dead rat. Looks like this rat died while foaming at the mouth. Looks like it's clutching a flask of something. Normally I would think rabies, but with the medicine shop there, it seemed more likely it got into something. Cookies have just emerged from my oven. What kind of cookies did you make, Cass? Looks like it's... yeah, we read that already. Is it plaster? Not just any plaster. It's the Bras Cubas plaster. Who knew our high society magnate fancied himself a pharmacist? But judging by this rat's fate, I wouldn't say he's a very good one. Whatever that poor thing drank, I'm steering clear of it. I think this is the pharmacy's back door. Anything else to investigate? Empty trash cans. Just some empty trash cans. Wait, what's this? Aha! I had a feeling that, like, I'm like, oh, we don't want to investigate all the pointless things near the beginning here because this is timed and we only have an hour. There's going to be something important at the back of the alley. I wonder if this belonged to the victim or the culprit. Could be anyone's. I better start asking around. The door's unlocked, so I'll just go and... What's this on the floor? Oh, it looks like a handkerchief, and it's stained with blood. It's definitely blood. Man, the monogrammed handkerchief is such a useful, like, trope. The fact that, like, nobody uses handkerchiefs anymore. People don't just drop them and leave evidence that they've been around now, like, you know? I wonder if the victim had this handkerchief, or could it have come from the pharmacy? So, I'm going in. What are you doing here? Get out this instant, or I'll take precautions, young man. I'm terribly sorry, I'm just leaving. Okay, I think we got everything. Time's up, buddy. You can say goodbye to this alley now. I hope you made the most out of it, young man. Now go and don't come back. I can't talk to you anymore? Oh, he's back. No, they don't have a problem with me talking to them more. Maybe I shouldn't show them the key. They might be like, you can't take evidence away from here. Okay. So we'll continue to explore over here now, because we haven't really come over here. We need to... Oh, this is the church. We wanted to... More political... Are they all the same political poster? Yeah, not against the strike. Put this here. The workers cannot... I guess humanity got the best of this one. I wonder, what can't the worker do? Maybe it's best not to know. Just ignoring the fight? There was a fight? Oh yeah, there is a fight. There's just so many people that I can't talk to. I just completely didn't notice it. I'm worried that the church closes at a certain time, though. Priest, are you available? Okay. There was another at the scene of the crime. We're already here. We're going to do this one. Hello, you must be Padre Cabral. Oh Lord, I have something to talk to you about. My son, the Lord always listens to those who need him. Well, you are the Lord I was looking for. Have you heard of the Midnight Mass? My son. I'm actually the one who celebrates it every month in this parish. You're late. This month's Mass was yesterday. In fact, Father, I'm interested in Sabrina Kubas. Did she attend it? Or Sabina. I keep saying Sabrina by accident. Miss Kubas attended it with total devotion, as usual. Why are you asking me about her? I'm a detective and I was hired to find out who murdered Brass. You heard about his death, right? Well, then you may tick her off your list of suspects. She was here. Much unlike her brother, the sinner. He hasn't been to his church ever since he reached puberty. I feel a little contempt in your tone, Padre. Never. Fortunately, the Lord would disapprove of such a feeling. Hope another Fae doesn't get to the cookie before Archfey does, yeah. It's like you drop it into the fairy ring and it's like first come, first serve, right? But he also disapproves of bad company, like our recently deceased. May he rest in peace. Are we done? It seems like you know more about Bras Kubas, so I'm afraid I need to ask you a few more questions. Oh well. This priest doesn't nurture Christian feelings about Mr. Kubas. What can you tell me about the late Bras Kubas? You know, son, some people in the city already turned their backs on God for some time now, with their reckless attitude motivated by self-centeredness. Besides, of course, they do not regularly come to the house of the Lord. The Fae can respect the ancient law of dibs, got it. For any modes of conveyance, do Fae also respect shotgun? Did Mr. Kubas used to come here often? I'm wondering if he came to your parish regularly. Definitely not. I hardly saw him at church. Had he been more assiduous in his commitment to God, his fate might have been different. Such tragedies can often be avoided with our assistance. Did you have anything against him? Your answer sounded somewhat harsh. Any honorable citizen would have something against Bras Kubas. He'd sunk into a life of utter depravity in this city. Every soul deserves forgiveness of sins, but I haven't bent down on my knees to pray for him in a long time. He who sows, reaps. That's kind of a terrible attitude for a priest. Oh my god. Yes, he who sows, reaps. What's your relationship with the Kubas family? The Kubas family has always been one of the pillars of high society in Rio de Janeiro, and they used to come to this parish. Sabina still comes to our parish to date. Honestly, I was intrigued to hear you call Ms. Kubas by her given name. Surprising. Oh, that was out of habit. We're all the same family before God. I don't know, it seems like you're very close to Sabina. And what's your relationship with Ms. Kubas? Or Sabina, if you like. Well, Sabina and I have known each other for ages. We have a very special friendship and fellowship. Fellowship, huh? Yes, a fellowship with the divine. Yes, of course, with the divine. But tell me, how often does she attend this church? I couldn't tell for sure. I'd say once or twice. It's hard to tell with, like, drawn characters, but I'm like, are you guys, like, childhood friends or something? Like, I'm not gonna jump immediately to the fact, like, there being some hanky-panky of some sort going on. But still. It's, you two obviously are much closer than you're trying to let on. I mean, you're saying once or twice she attends this church, but you said before that, Sabina still comes to our parish to date. I guess it doesn't really say how often she comes, but still, based off of what he'd said before, I would say more than once or twice. Per week? No, per day! Oh my god. She's totally committed to this parish. See, few souls come here to be saved. So would you say that you're very close to each other? Like, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody who's religious, but going to church multiple times a day seems a little excessive. It's possible they could be besties who plotted murder together. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that neither of them are guilty. Because there's, like, It's never the first person you meet, right? Risky Brisket, welcome in. How are you doing today? So would you say that you're very close to each other? Obviously. Sometimes more than I wish for and less than Sabina would probably like to. What do you mean by that? I mean, if days were longer, Sabina would probably come here more often to dedicate her faith to the house of the Lord. Walking out of church only to walk back inside. Like, sorry, Father, I already did it again. Stop sinning so much. God damn it. Tell me about yourself. How did you discover your calling? I discovered my calling every day by dedicating my life to care for this community. I wasn't always sure about this, but God writes straight with crooked lines. That's an interesting expression. Would you describe Brass's death as writing straight? It was an act of God like any other. Who am I to question his acts? Parish duties await me. May God be with you. I mean, we could eavesdrop, but I don't think we're going to hear anything. The priest just walked away. Yeah, I hear nothing but the wind. This is where the donations are kept. This doesn't look important. There are more hats and umbrellas here than people at the church. Somebody forgot something. Oh, damn. Okay, we missed the fight. Are you okay? What happened? I was just walking when I was suddenly stopped by a man. He asked me something about his wife and then punched me in the face. I didn't even do anything. Ouch. Interesting. Go, run from the rain, children. If you looked up into the sky once in a while, you'd be prepared. You said that there was another fight. Well, no, there's nothing in front of the alley. The cops are gone now, too. Trash can's knocked over. There does appear to be... Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this trash can was fine this morning. Who knocked it over? Why would someone do something like this? It's 9 p.m. I doubt we're going to be able to get into the pharmacy at this point. God damn, time passes too fast. Yeah, it's closed. God damn it. People have this annoying habit of locking their doors. Attraction of the day. Bouncer. Sophia Straw, meet and greet at 19 o'clock. Okay. I'm bad with like the 24-hour clock. 19 is like what? 7? It's 10, so we were a little on the late side. Ticket. 2. Do you have any business here? I don't think so. The leads of my investigation aren't pointing here. Yet. So scram. What's the reason for the priest's contempt towards the victim? Okay, that's checked off now. Who did the handkerchief belong to? NA, we don't have anybody with those initials yet, right? No. Old matchbox, its label is barely hanging together. On the inside is the number 157 written in pen. This is the shortest one. Is this the shortest phone number in history? No, I assume it's a room number. Where did the box come from? Oops. Oh fuck, are items the ones that like expire after the end of the day? God damn. It is. An empty flask with a label that says Broscovus plaster and nothing more. Could it be mistaken for an ordinary medicine were not for the situation in which I found it? What is the source of the medicine? What is this key open? Okay, so I think that the matchbook we have is for the Midnight Club, I think. Okay, we don't have any leads for other areas. Add against the strike. Oh wait, we already, god damn it, we already examined this one. Anything else in Helena's cafe? Nope. Actually, can I talk to you? Do you recognize the key? No. Okay, I can't. Imagine it's like you go to church to pray, leave, and come back later for Bible study or deliver the priest lunch. Yeah, that definitely seems more reasonable. Oh, we're running out of time. Pharmacist. I want to talk to. Oops. Damn, we lost it. At least we know where to get it. Finally, you got to the part that matters in this game. I was anxious to see how long you would take on your first time. That odd expression on your face. You must be asking yourself who I am, aren't you? In case you haven't deducted it yet, I am Posthumous himself. Yes, the victim. I am also the author of the letter you received this morning, and as such, your current client. The author of the letter in the flesh. Actually, maybe not in the flesh. That is a cool door behind him. I will not judge your deduction abilities based on this mistake. I understand the situation is very unusual. Let's get straight to the point. Welcome to Limbo. But what is Limbo, you must be asking yourself? It's the beginning and the end of your journey, a source of information, direction, answers. And all that happens here is designed by me. Just as it was on the outside before they reduced me to an early obituary. But that won't be an issue. With your insistence and my cunning, we'll analyze your findings here until we solve the most important mystery. The mystery of my demise. If that sounds complex now, don't be afraid. You'll have more than enough time. One day. What? You think it's not enough? I expect you to think so at the beginning. One day must not seem like much for a mystery as sordid as this one, but don't worry. You'll have this one day as many times as you wish. We'll have many attempts to complete the missing pieces of my last narrative. Very well. I imagine you're honored to help me get to the bottom of this puzzle. So, how about we examine your performance for today, Detective? What do you have to show me? What do I have to show you? We can ask for a hint, we can talk to Brass, we can leave, and we can look at the investigation board. Would you look at that? What do we have here? Something new in your dossier? Was Brass saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? You've gotten a statement. This is the type of thing we need for this investigation. Well done. These accounts are slips of the tongue. They're unconscious, subtle attempts the respondents make to try and take the blame off themselves and put it on somebody else. And these very accounts will be used to build a case against a possible suspect. Did I hear you say brilliant? I'm sure I did, because it is. Indeed, you may even compel a person to confess, once and for all, their undeniable guilt. Wouldn't that be wondrous? Especially considering... Oh, well, never mind. Seek out these statements. Rip them from these wretches, as many as you possibly can, and bring them all to me. This is all I require from you. And now that we have something to work with, we may proceed. Let us see what you brought. So, Detective, do you have any new developments in the investigation? So you've been talking to Sabina, is that it? Very well. I wonder what my dear little sister has to contribute, besides her supposed mourning. Let's hear what she has to say that you find so important. Was Brass saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? I take it that by goodbye she means my letter to you, yes? Yes, it is true. It could actually be read as a goodbye note. It's hard to write a letter like that without sounding like some kind of goodbye. In any way, Detective, you should not have mentioned this letter to my sister. This letter is nothing more than a contract between you and me. Others won't be able to understand. And they'll come to absurd conclusions. Forget this theory that I was saying goodbye. Nothing was premeditated, believe me. Well, focus your investigation on what's important, Detective. What if you don't want to repeat the same day over and over? This option is not in the program. Don't waste your time considering it. Who would waste the chance of working directly with the brilliant Bras Cubas? Besides, you'll uncover and expose every dirt of every stingy scoundrel in Rio de Janeiro. Who wouldn't want to do that? Anything else? No. I'm assuming that there's nothing else on the board as well. Okay. I don't want a hint. Time to go. Since we have nothing more to discuss, go make your fee worthwhile. Oh, so I am getting paid. Okay. Limbo. Same day? This is too odd even for a dream. I must confirm if this is real. There's no letter on the floor. We're not going to bother dicking around with anything in the apartment. Or the office, I should say. Extra, extra! Tycoon is found dead in alley. Buy it here. Today's edition. Move away. No crowding up the place. This area is now limited. Oh no. That makes things difficult. This means I'm really stuck on the same day. I guess all that's left is fulfilling my contract with the chatty ghost and finding out who's the culprit. Hold X to fast forward time. Interesting. If you're mad, Bras, then stop being vague about who killed you. That's if you're allowed to. I don't know the rules of your afterlife, yeah. Okay, so, so we don't have the key anymore. We can easily get it. We just need to get the cheese bread and go into the alley. It's in the back of the alley. Maybe we follow up on the matchbook. I'm betting it's for the club at the end. We also need to find an NA and go to the pharmacy. Apparently the club isn't open yet. Okay. Let's try the pharmacy first, then. Weird conversation. Lovely. Greetings. I have some orders for tonight. Hi, sir. Doctor. You're stuttering again. Besides, your skin is paler, and your sweating doesn't match today's fine weather. I can't find you a spot on my institution. Or I can find you a spot on my institution. Don't worry, Doctor. I'm fine. It's just been this movement here in the alley. It's been messing up my routine. How many orders today? Of course, but here's what matters. I'll take a smaller order tonight. I'm using an experimental drug. But, Doctor, you're my primary client. We had a deal. Didn't we? As a businessman, you must know that competition strengthens the economy, and thus is the free market. I'll be back tonight to get my order as usual. You should improve your sunlight intake. Your lack of vitamin D is perceptible. Look, some of us are just pale bitches, okay? We have a wing in my institution for those who are vitamin D phobics. And if you can't improve, I'll have to take new measures. I'll see you soon. I'm just scooching my heating pad here. Fuck, running out of time. Excuse me, mister. I'm looking for some information. About which medicine, my boy? Let me guess. No, actually. By the bags under your eyes, I bet you need a little help sleeping. How has your sleep been lately? My sleep is not the issue here, and I don't even remember the last time I slept properly. You and me both. Although, actually, I didn't sleep terribly last night. For like the first time in months, my watch is like continuous for the sleep rating. Did the Great Depression affect Brazil? I don't know. I kind of feel like it was everywhere, wasn't it? But I don't know. Definitely affected Canada. Oh my, then memory is the problem. I have just the compound for your situation. Wait, you don't look like someone who came for medicine. What are you doing here? I'm investigating the death of the distinguished Mr. Posthumous. Distinguished? Right. Did you know the deceased? He was found in the alley by your pharmacy. That makes you a natural target of my investigation. I only knew him by the ear. A pharmacist always has a good ear. All right. In that case, name and surname, please. Oh, Crispim Suarez at your disposal. I did especially export goods. Oh, interesting to know. Sorry, I made the mistake of looking at my phone, and now that I had like a bunch of emails to delete and such. At my disposal? Let's see about that. With your infallible ear, sir, you must have heard something weird last night. Sorry, I don't know anything. I was visiting my cousin, so... You were, eh? Of course. I bought some chocolate eclairs from Helena's Cafe. They're our favorites. Right, let's get to it. Mr. Crispin, what can you tell me about Posthumous? About Posthumous? I'll add nothing you can't find out in any newspaper, or that you don't already know. My humble shop does attract many of Rio de Janeiro's figures, but I only know the big shop by the ear. And has he never visited this humble shop of yours? Maybe to buy some medicine? Medicine? Why, lad, a man in Kubas's position would probably send a boy for this type of task. Believe me when I say I don't know anything about Ross. What about Sabina, though? Mrs. Sabina? Oh, she's one of those posh ladies who are full of themselves. The day modern science creates a balm against vanity, I'll prescribe her one with my own hands. I see. Anything else? Ask, because that would explain why the pharmacist seemed so worried to hear he was getting less business. Yeah, times are tough, right? Well, what would I know? I don't like to talk about other people's lives like this. She's the one with the habit of snooping around. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw her stirring up trouble out on the street because of it. And she still acts like some faithful church lady. She doesn't fool me. Why don't you tell me about yourself? Mr. Crispin, have you had this establishment for very long? Yes, my boy. I've spent more than half my life dedicated to my business. Even if my youthful appearance says otherwise, it's been some long years. People pass by, tell me their life afflictions, and I hear everything with a lot of curiosity and patience. All for the sake of finding a solution, of course. Yeah, you do seem to be a very good chatter. I talk with everyone and everything. With everything and everyone. I even talk with my safe. Since you're so dedicated to your pharmacy, I believe you spend most of your time here, right? Of course, I have full dedication to my esteemed establishment. Interesting. Therefore, you must have seen something, or maybe even heard it last night. After all, we have a crime scene right by your esteemed pharmacy. I don't know anything about this, my boy. Know that I had a meeting somewhere else, so I wasn't at the pharmacy last night. Didn't you just say that you had full dedication to your establishment? Yeah, but, like, he also said that he was... Where was it? I don't think it's in the history anymore. He said that he was meeting his cousin or something, right? I did, but I also have other matters to care for and unexpected things happen. Please, can we change the subject? I mean, Bross said not to show the letter to anybody, right? A matchbox was found in the alley next to your pharmacy, Mr. Crispin. A matchbox? How dangerous! Many substances here in my establishment are highly flammable. We need to do something now. You don't need to worry, Mr. Crispin. I think it's unlikely that something of that nature might happen. The box has the image of a moon and a number written inside of it. Does that mean anything to you? It seems everyone has said at least one contradictory statement so far. It wouldn't be a mystery if they didn't, right? Like, it's like, ah, yes. Time to get some tropes going on. Love it. Oh, people write all kind of useless things in these objects. They're probably the sketches of someone with a lot of time on their hands. Interesting that it has, like, the people there. Blood-stained handkerchief. I imagine you must be one of the most well-informed persons in the city, given your job. Certainly so. What about it? Would you recognize a delicate handkerchief with a crest and initials embroidered in red? Of course not, my boy. As if I, especially a handkerchief in such a terrible state. The owner of this handkerchief certainly lost it, or maybe it was stolen. It's something too delicate to be abandoned around, I'd say. As interesting as we found this just inside the door of your shop. Can you tell me about this medicine? Mr. Crispin, you seem to be an experienced pharmacist, knowledgeable in all kinds of medicine. Modesty aside, I have considerable knowledge, my boy. Great, because I'd love to know the opinion of an expert on the matter of my interest. What do you have to say about that brass Kubas's plaster? What? How did you find out about the plaster? I mean, where did you hear about this? A bottle of it was found in the alley by your pharmacy. What do you know about the plaster? No, I mean, I wouldn't know how to answer anything specific about it. I could only tell you what any respectable pharmacist could, that it's not listed as a licensed medicine. But as I said, my boy, any seller worth half a dime could tell you the same. Do you know what it does? Evidently not. Look, lad, how could I talk about something I don't know the composition of? It'd be extremely irresponsible of me. And dangerous. The chemistry of medicinal compounds is rather complicated science. I'd rather not play guessing games of that nature. Okay, it seems, even though Bross told us not to bring this up to people, it seems like the game wants us to, because we still have the exclamation mark for clues. So let's see. A letter came to me this morning. It was from Bross Kubas. Do you have anything to say about this? Well, look at that. So Bross himself wrote you a letter, huh? Are you sure it's from him? I want to believe so. As a pharmacy owner, you learn to suspect all documents, even the most truthful-looking ones. Every day some poor soul enters my shop with a fake prescription, looking for something to soothe their turmoil. Or to perturb their soothing. Okay. We do have an ad break starting in 1 minute. We do scheduled ad breaks on this channel, so everybody's on the same schedule. I can pause and no one misses any content. So if you get ads, please stick through them to support the channel. You're not going to miss a single thing. If you don't get ads either because you're subbed or you're just in an area that isn't being served ads right now, we're going to have secret friend time instead. Yeah, we don't have any items to show him. Okay, so we'll leave. That's all, Crispin. Thank you for the information. Godspeed, detective. Okay. We might be able to catch that fight over here now? No. Okay, so Crispin, we need to go to Cafe Helena to see if there's any information of the chocolate eclair. To see if we can confirm that Crispin bought the chocolate eclairs yesterday. Will Sabina get into trouble with someone on the streets today? Oh, there's Sabina right now. Where? Oh, she must have gone to the church, and then she's hanging out there. These idiots are still here. I'll find another way to enter my own house, with God as my witness. Sabina Kulas. That's me in the name of the Lord. Who wants to know? Go straight to the point. Yes, I am. Are you ready for the interview? Same dialogue as before. Do we have anything new? Tell me about... Ooh, I kind of wanted to go to the cafe, though. Oh, well. Brass's body was found near the pharmacy. Do you frequent that establishment? That old gossiper's dump? Never. This is rich coming from you. If I go there, I'll somehow end the day being badmouthed in all the city because of the stories that madman makes up. Do you dislike the pharmacist? I don't trust people who gossip alone. From the sidewalk, you can already hear him talking to the furniture. Oh, my piggy bank. A lunatic like that is the pharmacist? No, thank you. I would never get involved with that kind of people. Besides, certain relatives of his are not representative of morality in our society. Interesting. I don't... Well, here's the fight. It must be that 3 o'clock triggers this fight with the woman that was in the bakery. Was this the fight that you had seen, Archfey? You. Oh no. You should be ashamed of coming out on the streets on a day like this. At least my tears are real and not a product of opportunism like yours. Opportunism? Look who's talking. You bite that tongue before saying anything about a true daughter of God. I'm not a hussy like you. Sabina. She's picking a fight in the middle of the street. Oh my god. A regular at a hovel like the Midnight Club. With all those women and their... Oh, I don't know how to say that. There's so many ways that could be pronounced. I don't know if Portuguese uses like the kind of like H-sounding J the way that Spanish does, but I'm gonna go with like habuticaba, maybe drinks. The game is set in Brazil from a Brazilian studio, so like Brazilian Portuguese is the original language for this game. It's been translated into English. So I'm assuming that it's like a Brazilian Portuguese word. I'm interested to know what kind of drink that is, though. Take your clucking elsewhere, you fake saint. I remember seeing a trailer for this game. It looks really neat, eh? The art is very nice. I love the vibe of it. I will not let this go. You just wait. I'll expose you for what you are to the first curious reporter that comes sniffing. Oh, she thinks that we're a reporter. Ma'am? Ma'am? Where are you gonna go hang out? I would like to talk to you about that. Oh, you're going into the cafe? I need to go here anyway. Oh, a phone call. Hello? Yes, this is her. Is he busy? So tell that lazy man to meet me at the mansion as agreed. Yes, exactly. I'm moving there. Good riddance. No, I need to talk. I need to talk to you too. Fuck. Okay, I don't seem to be able to ask him about what people bought. Okay. At the very least, we know that the eclairs are out of stock. Did she take a taxi? Interesting. So she went somewhere we can't follow. Apparently the club isn't open yet. The club's opening soon, though. I think it said, didn't the attraction of the day say... Yeah, it's 7 o'clock is the meet and greet. We don't have a ticket, though. So I doubt we'll be able to do anything, even if we chill out. It's her! It's Sophia! Oh, I can't breathe. Well, we can at least eavesdrop for the meet and greet. Diva! Hello, my beloved fans. Time is short, so let's start this meet and greet. Ask me anything. These people have been here for hours waiting for this moment. Sophia really does attract many fans. Good evening, my dear fans. I think people are trying to ask her questions. She looked at me. She looked at me. You are wonderful. Or maybe they're just flattering her. Let's see what she has to say for herself. I have a question. Oh, you with the coat. Speak, dear fan. About the gifts? What kind of gift do you like? Must be hard to give something for a woman who has everything. Everything is a bit of an exaggeration. But to everyone's delight, it's simpler than you'd think. Is it like an eclair? The truth is, I'm a classic woman. Give me a beautiful flower bouquet and I might even invite you to see my dressing room. Oh, can you imagine that? Next question. Do you have a favorite song? What amazes Sophia's remarkable ears? Excellent question. The only singer who truly blessed this club with her magnificent voice is no longer with us. Oh, what happened to her? She's fine, but she chose to retire and live a life away from the spotlight. Fortunately, we're good friends, and I'm thankful for everything she taught me. She's so humble. Diva, diva. Anyway, next question. What's your favorite drink? Oh, mon cher. I'd rather save my voice, but you may all enjoy the Midnight Club's bar tonight. I'd heard that the boys prefer their drinks in highball cups. I believe it's because it makes them appear sophisticated. They'll never be as elegant as Sophia. Diva. You try being honest. I'm not exactly your fan. Ooh, that's not even a question. Who do you think you are to talk to her like that? Merci, merci, my beloved. But there's no need to attack him. Culture can't always break the barrier of ignorance. You're perfect. That's exactly right. I don't have anything to show her. I promise tonight's performance will be unforgettable. I'll see you inside. Yeah, we don't have a ticket. Okay. We missed whatever happened to the trash can. Okay, we can explore the alley now. Okay, the key's still there. Okay. We could try the back door of the pharmacy again. Because the pharmacy's closed, so we can actually take a look now. That clock is busted, but we can't interact with it. Yeah, I was worried that somebody might, like, get the key during the day, so we have to, like, get it early. An impressive collection of herbs and ingredients. I bet only the pharmacist could find something in here. This is the table where the pharmaceutical mixes his medications. Maybe I could brew something up. Interesting. So we can make these things. Camphor, artemisia, aloe vera, laudanum. That's some intense shit. Milk of magnesia, rhubarb. What the fuck are we doing with rhubarb? Like, rhubarb, you eat the stalks, but the leaves are poison. Pinch of aloe vera. Okay, so we can add these things and then we can drink it. Bottoms up. Tastes like banana. Why does aloe taste like banana with salt? I shouldn't be making anything with the recipe. That's what I was thinking. Bad trip making the wrong mixture at the pharmacy. I got an achievement for that. Old portrait. Looks like an old picture. Let me take a closer look. Oh, so dusty. But this portrait hasn't been cleaned in 20 years. There's the safe that he said that somebody said that he whispered to. Am I crazy, or is the safe trying to tell me something? I didn't even have anything. Imagine if I had. Thankfully you didn't poison yourself. Yeah, that's why I only drank it with the aloe. Considering that there's like aloe juice and stuff like that, I had a feeling that it wouldn't poison us. Although there is like I've seen an expression or like written in something where it was like something was bitter as aloes. So I'm not sure if just eating straight aloe would be. There's the guy from the pharmacy earlier. Where are you going? Oh right, he was gonna buy something. Remember? He said that he was gonna pick up later. He's gonna come back later. Oh no, can we let him in? If we're quick about it? Seems the pharmacist locked up on his way out. I think I'm locked in here. Damn. When all of this began, I didn't expect you to encounter such difficulties. After all, isn't that what detectives do? Solve mysteries? Dude, I'm working on it. If you're not feeling able, maybe you should let someone else do it. I think it's because we didn't get a new statement. Yeah, so the board has nothing. Well then, my dear and astute detective, here I am in this limbo of no time and no place, musing on the wounds of existence. A melancholy, I would say, most fitting for those who no longer belong to the world of the living, yet still indulge in the luxury of reflection. Life. Life. Such an intricate riddle before which even the most lauded thinkers, poor souls, have had to bow to its impenetrable sphinx. It is naught but an eternal return, a tedious spin of suffering sprinkled here and there with fleeting drops of joy, only to ultimately flow into the abyss of nothingness. And to what end, you may ask? Why this cosmic ballet of puppets? Frankly, I must confess, I do not know. Perhaps, and this is one of the few truths that assault me in these posthumous musings, existence is, at its core, a tasteless jest. And we, my dear fellows, mere extras, accomplices in a plotless play. But alas, as popular wisdom says, who am I to judge? After all, who truly cares about the answers, right? The real delight, believe me, lies in philosophizing about the void. Okay, back we go. Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, my guy, right? Like, maybe if you let me have more than one day, I could solve this. I guess this is my reality now. Good thing I adapt quickly. Okay. So, what updates? What's our goals for today? Sabina, where is located the mansion that Sabina talks about when setting up a meeting on a phone call? So we need to find that still. How big is Crispin's love for chocolate eclair? Did Crispin really visit his cousin last night? I'm wondering if maybe, like, that has to... No. I think there's more up here. Ah, okay, okay. So this is the statements. We only have the statement about Brass here. An abandoned portrait is found at the back of the pharmacy. It shows a young man and a young woman smiling. Strangely, they resemble each other. I mean, that's probably the pharmacist himself, right? Wait, no, I'm not done yet. God damn it. So where's the mansion? How big is the love of the chocolate eclair? Did he visit his cousin? What's the reason for the priest's contempt towards his victim? Fuck. These aren't like easy ones of knowing exactly who to talk to. Do you have more to talk to us about? We do. We talk a lot about God in the Bible. I suppose you know every detail and every story of the parish. Of course, I'm one of the only keepers of the social mores in this Sodom and Gomorrah. I imagine that between these stories is also Padre Cabral's. What can you tell me about him? Oh, Cabral. Cabral is an angel from the Lord sent to our lives. I don't know how the city and I would be without him. So he has an important role in your life. The city? Like a good pastor, he keeps his flock on the right path with great rigor. Tell me about the matchbook. Miss Sabina, I found a matchbook in the alley. It features a moon logo and a handwritten number. I don't get involved with anything like that. You refer to the deprivations and perditions of Brass. I see. And did Mr. Kubas smoke? Not recently. His addictions took their toll on his health, so even though it was a torturous path, Brass ended up stopping. Mrs. Sabina, a handkerchief was found in the alley where your brother was murdered. Of course, this doesn't surprise me. That filthy alley, full of junk. The handkerchief was found stained with blood. Blood? God forbid and protect. Was it Brass's blood? I can't confirm. Oh, so don't bother me with such nonsense. This handkerchief could belong to any man. Or woman. I don't think we have any... Yeah, we don't have any items. Okay. We're gonna take a quick run. Just to see if there's, like, anybody on the street. No. We could ask the pharmacist about the portrait. Pretty picture. Is that you there? Yes, my boy. This portrait was taken on the store's opening day. I remember it as if it were today. The scent of freshly painted walls so strong, I had to take medication for a week. Good times. Who's the woman in the portrait? Your wife? Oh no, I never got married. That's... Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that accent. Virgilia? My cousin. But even if she weren't family, I would never have a chance with her. She has eyes for the big shots only. Big shots. Like Brass Kubas? Yes, my boy. Kubas too. You mean the two? Yes. Brass was one of her suitors. Today, however, she's a Neves. Virgilia Neves. She's married, and it's a solid marriage. Very well. Do you know if Brass and Virgilia were still close? Lad, I don't want to be in trouble, and I'm completely against gossip. So there is something. Hey, lad, you didn't hear anything from me. Understand? What? Who knows? Maybe with his death, Virgilia may find some peace. Meaning Brass's death will benefit this Virgilia. Some peace can't do no one any harm. Meaning Brass's death will benefit this Virgilia. Did Brass threaten her peace? How so? Lad, you can't make Virgilia a suspect, understand? Especially based on what I'm telling you. Mr. Crispum, did anyone ever tell you that you're terrible at keeping secrets? Okay, so we have for Virgilia Neves. Tell me about your cousin Virgilia. Are you two close? Yes, my boy, we still keep in touch. She's a great person. And don't believe anything that contradicts what I've just said. Would anyone have reasons for this? Look, Virgilia is a very dear person. She has a good heart. The issue is her companions. Companions? Do you have anything against your cousin's social circle? Against anyone in particular? Why, lad, I'm not one for gossip, especially about someone as dear as my cousin. Can you at least tell me what damage these companions could do to Virgilia? I would never tell anything that would threaten my dear cousin's image. Don't insist. Okay, that's everything for him right now. We don't have any items. Does a cousin associate with gangsters? I don't know. Some of these people seem a little like high society kind of bullshit. So it might be one of those things where it's like entertainers. That person just got into a taxi, I see. This still hasn't been knocked over yet. Do you have anything interesting to say in the afternoon? Hey boss, how are... I already know, let's move on. You see you're in a hurry, hopefully to buy a newspaper. Sorry to disappoint you. Can you help me? I'm a bit lost today. Judging by your looks, you probably need more than I can give you. But sure, it's not like I'm busy. People are more interested in taking a peek at the crime scene themselves. Oh, I see. I'm seeing everything in shades of gray. You too? You got it, boss. The weather isn't so fine today. When that's the case, the buildings, the streets, even the trees, everything is gray. There's no running from it. Sorry, just trying to adjust my blanket and heating pad and everything. But look at that view. No other gray city has a view like this one. Now, boss, tell me. Do you know who's even grayer and you can't run from? Your newspaper? Exactly. How would you take one, eh? I don't think, like, I think that this is like a little hint tutorial thing. I don't think I need help. Oh, I can read the newspaper. Once again, Sophia. Strike and riot. A group of workers break the strike ban and bring concern to the Secretary of State. Lobo Neves says that the measure would be taken today to curb the movement, defined by him as riotous. Sophia's last performance this season will take place tonight at 10 p.m. at the Traditional Midnight Club. Bras Cubas, a controversial figure of the Cariosa elite, was found dead in one of the alleys downtown. The police suspect he was murdered since his body had a perforation in the chest. I don't have anything to show him. I don't think... No, we definitely checked that poster in particular. Okay. I'm not sure how to get information about the eclair. Hello, you must be Rahelia Neves. So the cousin is the woman that was yelling at the sister. Yes, that's me. Time almost didn't pass for her compared to the portrait found at the pharmacy. I'm a private detective and I'm investigating Bras Kubas's death. I imagine you've already heard the news. Did you say detective? I don't know how I could contribute to this painful matter. Well, if your grief is genuine, I believe the solution of who's behind Bras's death must be of interest to you. I won't discuss a sensitive matter like this here. I'd rather talk at my residence. Does that mean that we get an invite to her residence? Okay, could Bras threaten Virgilia's tranquility? Who else could give me some more information about Virgilia? Sabina probably could. Maybe Padre Cabral, they're both gossips. Because I don't know if her cousin is willing to say any more about her. So I think this is gonna be when she gets into the fight. Still nothing with the trash can. Yeah, and then they get into their argument. We've already listened to this. I don't think we need to listen to it again. Let's go to the church, talk to the priest, see if... Wonder if we can... Yeah. Did you lose something on there, son? No, Padre, I'm lost. Sorry. You're lost? You should not lie in the house of God, son. The exit is that way. There's different kinds of lost, Padre. No. I can't ask him about Rahelia. Okay. I can about the clues, though. I'd like to ask you a question, if I may, Padre. What about? At the place where Mr. Kubas was discovered, I found a handkerchief embroidered with the coat of arms stained with what appears to be blood. Could your holiness help me understand what this is about? Blood. Mysterious symbols. Probably another work of witchcraft that Bras was involved in. I always heard comments about the Kubas family's pacts. May God have mercy on that soul. Interesting. Padre, if you don't leave the house of the Lord very often, but you know the city well, right? Yes, son. I'm only devoted to him. There was a matchbox where Bras was found dead. It had a number written down on a pictogram of the moon. The moon? It's that den of sin that they call the Midnight Club. Yeah, I figured. No wonder Bras is connected to that place. Only lust and depravity come out of it. It's possible that all of this is a part of a plan designed by Bras. He must be gaining something from it. Oh, we got a statement. It sounds like a serious accusation, even more so by a clergyman like you. Son, if you listen to the accounts given inside the confessional, you'd understand. Note down that truly matters. The Midnight Club, the Sinner's Den. Sinners, really? We'll see. Was Mr. Kubas one of the regulars at the Midnight Club? Nearly all of them are, son. But not all of them. Those plagued people have seen nothing yet. Are you aware of any divine retribution? Don't talk to me in such a blasphemous tone, my son. It's much simpler than you think. At this time of year, it's common for people to change, or for the weather to change, and most people are not prepared for the storm that's coming. So will they really be punished from above? If If you say so. I've got my umbrella ready, so I'll make sure to warn the unadvised when the rain starts pouring down. Very indulgent of you. Damn, it's only 9 o'clock and I'm already done my tea. That's too bad. Okay, tell me more about the Midnight Club. Can you clarify why you're so critical of the Midnight Club? Well, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just an instrument in the service of divine salvation, and I have a great deal of work to do in this city. It's nothing more than an intoxicating place for passion. Everyone comes out of there in ecstasy, as if all their needs have been met. You seem to be jealous that some of your flock is going there rather than coming here. Yeah, I'm like, oh no, having all your needs met. What a terrible place. How awful. Don't be ridiculous. Such heresy is totally unfounded. My son, if you still long for your soul to be saved, stay away from that place. Saved? Me? We'll see. A letter reached me earlier today, written by the late Ras Cubas. Tell me, Padre Cabral, as one who knows the mysteries of life and death, how could that happen? To me, this does not seem to be an enigma from another plane, son. Especially coming from that guy who is averse to sacred dogmas. So you believe he might be alive? Of course not. Don't be silly. You probably must have written it before. Come on. It seems suspicious to me that you'd strongly claim that he's dead. I mean, having drinks and listening to good music sounds way more fun than sitting in a hard pew and listening to a lecture, right? It's not to say that there aren't good sermons out there. You know, I've definitely seen some that were interesting and engaging and weren't all fire and brimstone and were instead quite comforting or uplifting or inspiring, you know? But still, I've yet to sit in a pew that was actually comfortable. It seems suspicious to me that you'd strongly claim that he's dead. This is blasphemy. Didn't you read it in the newspaper that he died? Is the newspaper the Bible now? And this is all everyone's talking about now. Be careful, son. Bearing false witness is a very serious sin. It's just a great way to find things out. I don't have any items to show. Okay. Yeah, we missed the fight again. Cops are still there. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me in. You're done. Let me in. I want that key. Okay, hopefully... Is the pharmacy closed yet? We might be able to ask the pharmacy's closed. Let's go back and talk to the priest immediately to see if he recognizes the key. Fuck. I think we can't ask him anything now. Yeah, once he's out on the street, we can't ask him. That's tipped over now. A piece of paper there just looks so suspicious. Anybody in the cafe? Nope. I can't talk to you. I think we might have nothing to do at this point. We might just have to fast forward time because, like, Sophia is already in. Her performance starts soon. I guess we can chill out to see if anything happens. That's interesting, that guy who just went in. Yeah, I think the performance was supposed to start just now. 22? Yeah. That's nice, we can hear her singing. I mean, I guess we could go back into our office to see if there's anything that changed later in the day. No. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any point in coming back here during the day. But we can chill out here to see if anything happens with him. No. Okay, so he just stands there. Hello, detective. How is the investigation going? Sneaking off dark alleys, listening behind doors. We need progress. Do you think this is a joke? Or a game? You wouldn't be completely wrong, but... Okay, so we have a new statement for the board. What now, detective? New information? Oh, really? You talked to Padre Cabral. Did you take the opportunity to confess as well? What? You didn't like it? I'm not exactly his favorite person either. Who knows? Maybe he confessed something. What sins did you discuss? All right, all right. He condemned the Midnight Club, yada yada. Padre Cabral isn't exactly the most unpredictable person I've ever met. He thinks my death is connected to the sinful Midnight Club, also predictable. Wait, he said what? It's possible that this is all a part of a plan designed by Brass. He must be gaining something from it. Plan? This is proof that erudition means nothing. Despite all the tutoring and... oh god, I can never... ecclesiastical education Padre Cabral received, he still succumbs to the absurd theories that I had something to gain from all of this. How can he insinuate that my demise would be part of a plan? A person whose life is directly tied to matters of life, death, and the beyond, assuming such absurdities. Honestly. I am the victim here. The only ones who could gain anything from my demise are them, not me. Go deeper into this investigation and don't waste your time with foolishness. Are you going? Don't take too long this time. I need some distraction around here. I should have talked to him before we left. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Another day, the same day. Let's see if things move forward today. Okay. Has Brass been at the Midnight Club on the night of his murder? We don't know how to get a ticket for the Midnight Club. We definitely need to get in there. We need to talk to Crispin to try to see... Yeah, did Crispin really visit his cousin last night? That's talking about Virgilia Neves. So we need to talk to Crispin to get more info about Virgilia. Or Virgilia. Maybe. Where is located the mansion that Sabina talks about when setting up a meeting on a phone call? We'll be able to find any suspect of Bra's death at the Midnight Club. What do I have to do to enter the club? What does the number 157 written on the box mean? Okay. So we still have a couple of things that we haven't shown to the sister. Let's go talk to her first. Oops. Okay. Tell me about Virgilia. Mrs. Kulas, as a representative of high society, you probably know Mrs. Virgilia Neves. Do you have anything to say about her? Virgilia Neves has had many reasons to see my brother dead, and I won't say more than that. Well, as you know, this is a great opportunity to reveal something. After all, you're standing in front of a journalist, isn't that right? Very well, but don't put anything I say on the gossip page. Actually, you can, but don't reveal I was your source. I can't wait to see that sanctimonious woman's dumb face when she reads it. Do you see each other regularly? More than I would like to, unfortunately. That one usually shows up at Helena's cafe. She frequently goes there to eat since she never has any talent cooking, or for anything. With that, it's common to have the displeasure of running into her. I presume that you're not very good friends? And why would I have a friendship with a shrew like her? She pretends to be an angel, that dissembler, and barely goes to church, only shows up on holy days at most. Ugh. And that sweet, polite voice doesn't fool me. And what is the reason behind this obvious enmity? Now, as much as it would bring me great satisfaction to see her name in the gutter, I will not expose those who are no longer here to defend themselves. Okay, so the other clues we can't talk to her about. Okay. Okay, let's maybe grab some bread. We probably should have done that on the way. Oh, hello. Confident mister. Did you lose something, young man? No, I was just... In that case, get out of my way. Don't you know who I am? No, I don't. Should I? We can get an eclair. Last one. Good morning, esteemed voter. This seems to be the last eclair, and today's a very special day, so... You can't have it. Pass it over. I mean, now we know that this is an option, so we can do both of these at some point. I wanted to keep the eclair to see if we could bribe something out of the pharmacist. But let's see what happens if we give him the eclair. Sure, here, have it.
Oh.
How thoughtful. You must be one of my voters, no doubt. Tonight I'll be at the Midnight Club. Stop by and we'll share a whiskey. Ah, surely. Obviously your entrance fee is on you. Can we also get the bread? Okay, perfect. We have entrance to the Midnight Club tonight. Scream workers' rights in his face and run out of the cafe. Yeah, I would love to. Next time, we will spite him and keep the eclair. Trash can's still up. Here's a cheese bread. I'm gonna take a quick look in the alley. Hey, Sergeant! Chill out, Corporal. Even this young man here's got the hang of things. I love that we can just skip all of that now. Okay. I don't think that there's anything else in there. We were pretty thorough when we first were here. Okay, we're gonna talk to you about the key. Miss Sabina, do you recognize this key? What are you talking about? My god, it's the key to the manor. How did that end up in... The first person I fucking talked to is the right person. How did that end up in your hands? Anyway, it doesn't matter now. I spent the whole day worried about the whereabouts of this key. Thank you so much for bringing it to me. You journalists really have your ways of getting what you want, huh? But of course, us journalists. Now I'll finally be able to rightfully take over the family manor. The Kubas' manor will be the stage for Return of Sabina, now its heir. Interesting. So, we can't ask her anything more about that. Just spread the news that I'll bring the Kubas family back on track. Under divine protection, I'll raise the glory of this house back. I am a little concerned that, like, maybe we should have showed other people the key first. Someone else might have recognized it for something else. Like, she could be lying, or taking it and it shouldn't rightfully be hers. Okay. So let's take a quick look at... Okay, so we still have the chocolate... No, we gave the chocolate clear away. What happens if I don't give it to the mister who wants to buy it in the morning? We'll figure out tomorrow. Where is the Kubas Manor located? We still need to figure that out. We don't have the eclair, but we can possibly talk to this guy more. No, he has no additional information for us. And then probably Carl has his moments, but not nearly as heavy as Hollow Kingdom. I'm still trying to get through the fucking book that I'm not enjoying so that way I can get to Dungeon Crawler Carl. There's more umbrellas here now. Yeah, there are more hats umbrella. Okay. Do you have anything else to say? No. I guess I should honestly talk to the cops. Fuck, no, I don't have anything. I can't talk to them about the clues that I found. I think this is the one political poster I hadn't looked at. Mad Against the Strike. Who put this here? We don't need those who freeze. Vote Lobo Neves. I think what this advertiser needs is a raise. Trash can's still there. Wait, is something happening? Oh no, it's just fans talking. Okay. Hello, Virgilia. I'm a private detective and investigating Bras Kubas' death. Could we speak? I'd rather talk at my residence. It's really a piss off that we can't just ask her where her residence is. Trash can's fine. Damn it, I was hoping to catch them at the time where we could listen into the confessional. Yes, yes. I'm going to try and get the second book in the Rage of the Dragon series and then read the Villain series by V.E. Schwab. I've read some stuff by V.E. Schwab. Some of it I've really liked, some of it I haven't. Like, it's been a little hit and miss. I have not read the Villains one specifically, though. Is there anything more that we can learn from? Oh, it's done anyway. I wish I could remember what time that fight was at. We've already followed her. Maybe we should have followed Helen or Virgilia. You're different. Look at me! I'm Bras Kubas of the Flesh! You're Bras Kubas? Definitely in flesh and bone and underpants. Especially underpants. That doesn't sound right. Ross isn't dead. Look at me, I'm alive, am I not? I can't interact with him anymore, but he's out there ranting and raving. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Oh, that's when he saw him. Okay, and then we can eavesdrop here. This little fellow has a familiar face. Oh, it can't be. I need to throw this away right now. Aha. Oh, well, someone will clean that up. Can we interact with this now? Crispin threw something here. It looks like a crumpled piece of paper. Must be here somewhere. Let's see. I can see it clearly right there. Found it. Aha! The recipe. What do these drawings mean? Guts is a backstory within the book. Ah, I see. It's the first one too. I gotcha. Yeah. It was... Oof. I've seen something similar on the counter inside the pharmacy. Okay, so we missed talking to him again when he was okay, Casa Verde? Oh, fuck. I think that's the mental institution or something. Okay, we missed the fight once again. The priest is already outside. Do we have time? I don't want to miss the midnight club, because we can always do the pharmacy another day. Hey, don't stand there. Get moving. Weird people like you scare off the clientele. Move along, weirdo. Move along. Weird? Me? We're all weird one way or another. Amen, brother. Who is truly normal? Deep. That being said, you're still a weirdo. More than the rest, at least. Who are you? I'm the barrier that separates you peasants from the regulars of this club. I don't have to tell you more and you don't have to know more. But if I wanted to, you'd be left wanting. I want to enter the club. Midnight is a select club. Only the elite or those who are well-connected can come in. I could fit the second option. You truly don't look like elite, but I doubt you're well-connected at all. Is there another way? Look at me. Do you think I'm just gonna put a weirdo like you inside the club so you can bother the clientele? Everyone at the club is someone, champ. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna be the one to take the heat. I'd do you a favor. Anything. Can you stop the rain? No, I mean, I could get you an umbrella. There's plenty at the church. Pity, this rain is making me soaked and this is my best suit. When you figure out how to make it stop raining, let me know. Maybe then I'll let you in. Until then, I'll stand between you and this door. What if I told you I'd perform at the club? I'm with the band. I'm playing tonight. Are you really? What do you play? I'll go waste someone else's time. What if I greased your hand? I don't need grease, I'm already wet. I'm talking dough, you know? Listen here, champ, don't even try to pull one over on me. You clearly don't have any money, not even to take a bus. Now if you could dry my hands. Do we have time? It's 8 p.m. We gotta run. 9. Oh, we are not gonna have time. Because I think that guy arrives at 10. Guess no one will miss this. Here lies Calvin the Creator, killed by the Hell Lord. May her legacy live on. How? I mean, it seems like the sort of thing that would just kill people. Oh, it's 10 p.m. Okay. I have an umbrella for you. This rain's not making things easy for you, huh, partner? No. What? Are you gonna make it stop? Not really, but I have an umbrella with me. If you let me in, I wouldn't mind leaving it with you. Fine, but if you get into trouble in there, I will kick you out. Thank you. It's almost 10 p.m. in real time, too, right? Here lies Fearful Tube, killed by Regina George. May her legacy live on. I forgot I had that in there. Has anybody here been personally killed by Regina George? If so, please raise your hand. Okay. I want to talk to him because we did this today. Hello, young man. I know you from somewhere. What'd I do to Regina? You didn't wear pink. Although it's only Tuesday, not Wednesday. Is that a Mean? It absolutely was a Mean Girls reference. Oh yes, the young man who gave me my eclair back. Know that Lobo forgets no one. I'll remember that. Now how about you bring us that drink? Good evening, buddy. I heard that Bros Kubas might have been here last night. Can you tell me anything about it? I just work here, boss. I'm all about selling drinks and moving slow tonight. Sure, I don't mean to get in your way, but even when somebody's just working, or not so much, they must know something. Here lies Teacup Cup, killed by mistiming that ledge. Good riddance. Yeah, I've died that way lots of times. I do need to go back through like the catalog of games that I've played on stream and start adding in some references to some of the games, because I keep forgetting to do that. Initially, I meant to have at least one reference from every game that we played in the death list. You were here last night, weren't you? I was, but please don't draw too much attention. I can't lose my job. Many factories are closing. There just aren't many jobs left in the city. Judging by your reaction, you know something important. Come on, tell me what you know. It's crucial for my investigation. If I'm gonna risk my neck, then I have to get something out of this. I know. Let's make a deal. I tell you what I know and you help me discover the client's favorite drinks. How does that sound? All right. Great. You need to discover 3 drink recipes and I'll give you the information you need. Like it's a game. A game? Sir, I only have an hour left before the day's gonna reset. You gotta be kidding me. What, you don't like games? So, let's begin. Okay. Somebody said a whiskey. Boys prefer the drinks in highball cups. Women in there. Okay. Oh, it's a fruit. Okay. That definitely is not quite right. Who can we talk to? I know. You're here to find out my favorite drink, aren't you? I can see it in your eye. How did you know? That's my gift, silly. I must have gin, understood? No lemon. I'll leave that to the brutes and the cranky old men. Noted. What about the... As for the glass, you'll have to figure it out. Did you really think it would be that easy? No. Good evening. What's so good about it? Stocks are down, not to mention my developments. Oh, that's such a shame. But I might have the solution to your problem. And why do you think a nobody, a paisan, a common worker such as yourself can help me? Can you go back in time? Make me sell my shares? Not exactly. I have a disruptive solution, but not that much. Did you say disruptive? You've got my attention. But not for long. Imagine you're at the peak of your goals. Easy. It'll happen any time now. And having accomplished everything you dreamed of, you're holding a glass on your hand with your favorite drink. Sounds like something I would do. But not a cocktail glass, that's for the ladies. Where are you going with this? Your time is almost up. Trust me, sir. Imagination is free, isn't it? Now imagine you're in a field of your favorite fruit. I love pineapple, but a pineapple field doesn't sound very comfortable. I don't see where we're going with this. I'm wasting my time here. Just one last question and we'll have finished this ritual for success. When it comes to beverages, what do you enjoy? I don't just say what kind of beverage I take. Are you the police? Your time's up, mon ami. Go try your little ritual for success on some other idiot who's foolish enough to fall for it. I'm smart. A genius. Good evening, sir. Hello again, young voter. Any demands from your district? Oh, yes, of course. But let's not talk without a drink. Well said, my boy. You haven't forgotten my promise. You know, I like my drinks the old-fashioned way. That's how the glass has to be, and with ice. And no rum. I'll leave that to the young men and the obtuse palates. These young men. Leave it to me, sir. No. Okay. Okay. So a cocktail glass is for the ladies. I must have gin, understood. And this is the thing for the... Okay, this one. Looks good. Very well, take the drink, see if you've got it right, and don't forget to tell me about it. I bet you're here to give me my drink. There you go. Delicious. Now it's time to enjoy the remarkable Sophia and rejoice in the collapse of the inconvenient. I have an idea who they may be. Yes, darling, you know. You even know that it's he. Now let me enjoy my drink. Okay. Boys prefer their drinks in highball glasses. Young men like... Where was it? No rum. I'll leave that to the young men and their obtuse palates. And the young man said that he loves pineapple. Okay, we got the refreshing journey. Hello again. Is this my drink? Here, this will give you a boost. Would you look at that? I'm not easily surprised. I have exquisite taste. But this is gourmet. It's a shame that I'm a bit of a lightweight. You know, mon ami, I barely know you, but you're a... No! I ran out of time, damn it! At least I got 2 out of the 3, but... Oh, we're gonna have to give the eclair to that guy again. I never tire of seeing you, my boy. On second thought, I'm the type of person that gets tired of the same thing every day. Do you have anything new for me? Not particularly. I have nothing to say at the moment.
Huh.
Come on, detective, cheer up. I've always believed in your potential, even if I don't show it sometimes. A chance for a new beginning. Let's go. Okay. So we have some new suspect information here. Where is it? Okay, so we need to get the eclair right away. Yeah, we found all the elements. We got a lot of that done, even with the timer going down. Will I be able to find any suspect of Brass's death at the Midnight Club? Yes, we got that recipe as well. Okay. This umbrella got me inside the Midnight Club. The aid of the forces of nature. Okay, we got a couple of those drinks made. The cafe is this way. We go and grab that eclair right away. As much as I would like to keep it for the pharmacist, I want to finish this out at the club tonight. I guess we can grab the cheese bread and grab the key and not give it to the sister this time. Okay, is there anything else happening? I have some cheese bread. Okay. Grab an umbrella. Aha! Bless me, Padre. You must already know why I'm here. But of course, my lady. We're going to talk about... Yes, Padre. I miss him badly. I didn't think it would be this hard. It seems like part of me is missing. Be at peace, my child. Believe that God is watching over him, and that isn't enough. I want assurance that he's well. Assurance? What are priests for if not to assure men's place in heaven? And don't tell me it's too late. I want my baby to be well taken care of. But... Farewell, Padre Cabral. Sure, may God bless you. Interesting. You have nothing new to say about any of them. Okay. What do you think about the key? I don't want it signed. If it's a donation, leave it in the donation box at the back of the church. Okay. I don't want to show you the umbrella. I feel like you'll just take it away from me. Because I stole it from one of your parishioners. Priests can't speak to ghosts the last time I checked. It depends on the priest, I would say. Okay. Oh, you're still there. Interesting. You just walk off this way? Okay. This is the guy that gets into the fight, right? I think I'm just gonna chill out to make sure that we manage to catch what's going on there. I don't want to miss what's happening here. We keep missing it. But I also just don't want to waste the entire day just standing here. Wasting the whole day just to catch this one thing. It's not gonna be the whole day, because I'm gonna... Okay, here's the guy. Okay. Hey, you! Oh! There we go. Who's sending my wife messages? I don't know, I'm just a messenger. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of something important. What's going on? Isn't it obvious? Who are you? One of these idiot's friends, I bet. I think there's been a mistake, sir. Mistake it was for you to cross my path. This is so you don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. No, no, wait. Oh, we got an achievement for getting into a fight with the angry little guy. I see you've put on a cheerful face today, and it looks like you've brought some good news. Or is it just your usual foolish countenance? Unfortunately, it's just our usual foolish countenance. That was a bit of a wash. And it's 10 o'clock now. I was just finishing out that last one. Yeah, so it should have just saved there. And that's where we're gonna call it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this game. We will definitely come back to it. Like I said, we're gonna come back to all the Keymailer games eventually. It's not gonna be immediately. Like I said, we'll take a look at the schedule in a second and talk about that. But if you enjoyed this game, if you want to play it for yourself, solve the mystery for yourself faster than I'm going to get back to it, here again is the link in chat so that way you can wishlist it or purchase it for yourself. Did we get hit in the liver or something? You get instantly KO'd just right in the solar plexus. I found this game interesting. It was nice. Like, I find that some of the games that are like mysteries are a little too like if you don't figure out like the specific thing, you're kind of stuck. But with this, there was so much happening in different places at different times. Like every pass through, I felt like I was learning something new. I was doing something, I had multiple things going on. So I really like the pacing of this game. Like, this is very nicely set up, as opposed to being like just wandering around going like, I don't know what the next thing I'm supposed to do is. Yeah, maybe knocked out and cracked head open on the side. We could be, very well could be. But yes, let us exit the game.